Hey everyone, it's Chewing the Random Person here, and we're gonna. I'm sorry, like what I said in my last video, my Grandparents' Day video. I'm sorry I hadn't gotten a 9/11 video out on time. I was busy with school, so today we're gonna do a tribute to the 8 children who died on 9/11. This first girl is Christine Lee Hansen. She was 2 years old and she aborted flight 175 which hit the South Tower of the World Trade Center. She and her parents, Peter and Sue, were going on a trip to California to visit some relatives and take Christine to Disneyland. While the plane was getting hijacked, her father Peter was talking to her grandfather, telling what was happening. Next is David Gamboa Bradhurst. He was 3 years old and also on boarded of flight 175. Him and his adopted fathers, Daniel and Ronald, were on their way back home to Los Angeles, California after spending the weekend in a house front in Maine. Sadly, David never made it home when the terrorists hijacked the plane and crashed the plane into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Next is Juliana Valentine McCord. She was 4 years old when she and her mother Ruth were on the plane to Los Angeles, and just like Christine, they were also going to go to Disneyland. They were also going there with a family friend of theirs named Paige, whose plane was who hijacked first and crashed to the North Tower, and just minutes later their plane crashed to the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Her father, David, 12 years later, died of cancer in 2013 and is now reunited in heaven with his family. These next 5 kids are the kids of victims of Bernal of Flight 77. Today, this first kid from Flight 77 is Bernard Curtis Brown II. He was 11 years old and was a 6th-grade student in Washington, D.C. He participated in an essay contest for National Geographic and won a trip to the Channel Islands. Bernard was described as a fun-loving boy who wanted to be a professional basketball player when he grows up, and he loved to go to school. He told his father the night before that he was scared something bad might happen in the plane. Unfortunately, Bernard's nightmare became true the next day when his plane got hijacked and crashed into the Pentagon, where his father worked. His father was not at work that day, however, as he was out golfing with some friends, and his mother turned to grief when she learned that her son's plane had crashed into the Pentagon. Next is Asia Cottam, who is also a 11-year-old 6th grader who was selected to go to the Channel Islands. She was described as a girl who loved computers, math, and science, and she hoped to become a pediatrician one day, and her favorite fictional character was Tweety Bird from the Looney Tunes show. She was also in a Looney Tunes t-shirt the day she left for the flight. Her mother was sad that day, and they made a foundation in honor of their daughter, and she told her teacher that her baby got her wings that day. She was also in a Tweety gear, and this child believed in God. Her mother's name was Michelle, and they even published a book called Asia's Wings. This next kid is Rodney Dick. He's 11 years old, and once again, he was a 6th-grade student who was selected to go on the Channel Islands trip in Santa Barbara because he did too, like the other two, Bernard Curtis II and Asia Cottam were also selected to go to the trip for the Channel Islands. He was a boy who was close to his mother, LaShawn. He loved computer games. He liked to be with his siblings and watch wrestling on TV. He even loved Pokemon. But his love for Pokemon brings death to his home. And these last two are sisters, Zoe Falconberg, age 8, and Dana Falconberg, age 3. These two sisters were aboard of Flight 77 to Los Angeles to catch their plane to Australia because of their mother's job. They have been excited about this trip, but unfortunately they never got to experience it. They were about to live in Australia for 2 months, but like what I said, they never got to experience the amazing trip. Zoe was a top student at school. She was also active in swim, ballet class, and Girl Scouts, while Dana, on the other hand, was a typical 3-year-old girl who loved princesses, and she stayed in costume most of the time and loved to make her laugh. Thank you for watching, and have a. I hope you had a great Patriot Day, and I'm sorry once again for not making this out on time. Bye.